Hello, good morning, and today we are starting with the topic fractions. The word fraction means broken, or you can understand it as a part of a whole. It is a part of a whole thing or a part of a group or collection. Now you are very well fond of a pizza. This is one whole pizza. I will divide it into 8 equal parts. What you have to keep in mind is that in a fraction all the segments or all the parts should be of equal size. Then only you can decide how you are going to write this as a fraction. So here there are 8 equal parts. So this 8 equal parts represent the denominator and it comes under the separating line. This is called the dividing line. A fraction represented by numerator and a denominator. So the denominator represents the total number of parts. A whole thing has been divided into, or the total number of parts in a collection or a group. So now if I ate 2 pieces of pizza, these 2 slices I have taken. So if I want to represent a fraction of how much I have eaten, then it will be 2 out of 8. 2 parts out of 8 equal parts I have eaten. But if I want the fraction for the parts that I have not eaten or the parts that are left, then I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts out of 8 are left. Then the required fraction is 6 out of 8. Now fraction as a part of a collection. Suppose I have 5 stars. And I have chosen 3 for myself. Out of 5 stars, I have taken 3. That means the total number of stars were 5. That is the denominator. And out of the collection, I have taken 3. Thus, 3 becomes the numerator for the given fraction. So, my fraction can be represented as 3 by 5, where 3 represents numerator, 5 represents denominator. I can also represent this as 3 divided by 5. Thus, fraction is a part of division also. Clear? Next comes the equivalent fraction. The term equivalent fraction means that the fractions that have the same value. Okay, all the fractions that have the same value comes under the category of equivalent fraction. Now suppose I take one whole of a thing and divide it into 3 equal parts. Out of this, if I chose one part, so this figure here represents out of 3 I have taken 1. So this shows 1/3 of the figure. Now if I divide the figure into 6 equal parts, so I can see now out of 6 equal parts, how many are shaded? They are 2. And if you check clearly, the 2 by 6 or 2/6 of the shaded figure is equal to 1/3 of the figure. Thus 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6. Thus 1 by 3 and 2 by 6 are equivalent fractions. That means the fraction having the same value. So now how to get the equivalent fractions? So equivalent fractions, they can be obtained by either multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator by the same counting number. Suppose I have to find equivalent of 1 by 2. I can multiply both the number by 2. Thus 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Thus similarly 1 by 2 into I can multiply it by 3 also. 3 ones are 3, 2 threes are 6. So 1 by 2 is equivalent to 2 by 4. It is also equivalent to 3 by 6. 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 are all equivalent fraction. As such, they are having the same value. In the same way, I can divide even the numerator and the denominator by the same number to get the equivalent fraction. Suppose I divide them by 2. So 12 divided by 2. 2 6 are 12 and 2 12s are 24. Thus 12 by 24 and 6 by 12 are equivalent. Even I can further divide this number by 2 again. So this becomes 3 and 2 6 are 12. This comes out to 3 by 6. I can further divide this by 3. 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6. Therefore, 12 by 24 has the same value as 6 by 12. 6 by 12 has the same value as 3 by 6 and 3 by 6 has the same value as 1 by 2. Thus, these all fractions are equivalent fractions. Next comes how to check the equivalency of fraction. How to check whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. So, if two given fractions are a by b and c by d, what you are going to do, you are going to cross multiply. That means you are going to multiply the numerator of the first fraction to the denominator of the second fraction and the numerator of the second fraction to the denominator of the first fraction. Now, if these products come same, then the fractions are equivalent, else they are not. Let us understand this by an example. Now, suppose 3 by 4 and 15 by 20 are given to you. We are going to cross multiply these numbers. Thus, this becomes 3 into 20 and the other become 4 into 15. So, 3 2s are 6. This comes out to 60. 4 15s are comes out to 60. We see that the products of these two fractions are same. Thus, 3 by 4 is equivalent to 15 by 20. Let us take another example. Here we have given 3 by 4 and 25 by 40, and here you have to check the equivalency of these fractions. Thus we will cross multiply and check. So this is 3 into 40 and this is 4 into 25. 4 into 25 gives you 100 and 3 into 40 gives you 120. We see clearly that the product is not equal. Therefore, these are not an equivalent fractions. The next topic here is the simplest form or the lowest form of a fraction. Suppose 18 by 30 is given to me. The fraction is given to me as 18 by 30 and I have to change it into the lowest form. What I am going to start with is dividing the numerator and the denominator either by their HCF if I know the highest common factor of both the numbers, or I will start dividing it by any common factor. Now I know that 18 and 30 they come in the table of 2. Therefore, I will divide both the numbers by 2. I will get equivalent of 18 by 30. 2 9s are 18. 2 15 times gives me 30. Now 9 and 15 again I can divide by 3 since 3 is common multiple. These are common multiples of 3. So dividing this by 3, 3 3s are 9 and 3 5s are 15. Now I am left with 3 by 5 and I will check if 3 by 5 have something in common. But I see that the highest common factor of both these numbers is only 1. They can both be divided only by 1. Thus 3 by 5 is the required form or the simplest form, and it is my answer. Thus 18 by 30 is equivalent to 3 by 5 in the simplest or the lowest form. Let us take one more example. Let us turn 12 by 50 into its simplest form. So 12 and 50 both comes in the table of 2. Dividing both the numbers by 2. So 2 6 are 12, 2 25s are 50. Now we can clearly see that 6 and 25, they don't have anything in common as such, because for 25 it goes by 5 only, 5 into 5 25, whereas 6 is 3 into 2, 3 into 2 6. Therefore the highest common factor of both these numbers is only 1. Therefore this is the simplest form of the given fraction 12 by 50, and it is our required answer. Thus today we have learned fraction as a part of a whole, as a part of a group or a collection, or as in division form, how we are going to write a fraction. Equivalent fraction and how to check the equivalency of fraction, and the simplest form of fraction. In the next video we will be taking up the types of fraction and how to change mixed fraction to improper fraction and vice versa. So till then, take care. Bye.